We've been listening to Pandemonium from the Damnation of Faust. This is Renabelle Hatch. I'd like to welcome you back to the program. Our classical marathon continues with the reading of Paradise Lost.
Oh, can't we listen to something a little less tedious?
Look, I've already read the funnies and the classifieds twice. Dear hearts, I'd just like to say how very heavy our hearts due to the desertion and disappearance of our own masked soprano, Miss Gladys Fritz.
So, Miss Gladys, if you're out there listening, please come back. It's a wild and woolly world. Thank God I'm just a fiddler.
And if that wasn't enough, late this afternoon word came from the ball field that the Cedar Ridge Yellowhammers lost to the Browntown Boll Weevils 27-5. Though our dear boys did make a valiant effort out on the diamond, rallying in the bottom of the ninth.
Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing and little children shout. But there is no joy in Cedar Ridge. The hammers have struck out.
Friends, it seems as if our spirits could use a little reviving. America? Lighten my load, America. Say, have I ever told you about Hazel's new coffee trick?
No, what? I could use a cup of coffee right now.
You just stir in a dash of allspice and a jigger of horehound compound into your afternoon cup. It gives it such a festive and exotic flavor, and boy, could we sure use some.
Oh, you put in too much allspice. Oh,
well, next time you mix it up.
Well, I will.
Jeez.
Oh, I'll get it. Hello, WGN? It's the mayor.
The mayor?
Thank you very much, sir, but no, everything here is under control. What's that? Oh, dear. He says our signal's getting weaker.
Oh, boy, I've been waiting to do this.
But Rebel, we're not supposed to touch that thing.
That's right, America. Where angels fear to tread. We're turning her back to the left, dear heart, so everyone be sure to follow. all the way to 460.
We've never been there before.
That's right, America. This is an emergency. How's this, dear hearts?
Testing.
Testing.
1, 2, 3. Clear and stronger than ever.
Oh, I knew it would work. Now, if Hazel would just let me be in charge of it all the time.
You're kidding. The whole town?
Yes.
The Baptist? The Methodist? Well, how do you like that? What's that you said? Oh, okay, I'll see to it once. You take care now. Bye.
Well, what did he say? What did he say?
He says the whole town's in an uproar. All the churches are getting hot. They say the Almighty doesn't abide by wavelength codes, so why should Hazel hunt?
Gee whiz. Anything else?
Oh, he needs 2 more bottles of Whorehound.
Boy, things are really heating up.
Maybe you better check the barometer then.
Say, there's an idea.
It could rain, it could snow, it could clear, it could blow. How you gonna know? How you gonna tell?
Just stay tuned to GAL.
There are miles who knows weather.
Just ask Renabelle for the weather. Hi, Cedar Ridge. Get out your canoes and banjos. It's gonna be a lovely evening. With a slight chance of rain.
Well, sometimes she gets it wrong.
But I love to sing this song.
Just stay tuned to GAL.
Woo, that was fun.
Bonsoir, Madame et Messieurs. Je suis Jean-Louis Casanova pour Radio Montréal. Et maintenant, une chanson de Maurice Chevalier.
Holy cats, we've been invaded!
Oh, America, don't be a duck. I'll just twist a few knobs here and give her a little extra tug, just in case.
Beautiful, you're so beautiful. You are.
Uh-oh.
Renabelle, what'd you do?
Hello? Hello out there? This is WGAL in Cedar Ridge. Are we coming through, dear hearts? Ring me up on the Royal Telephone. That's Katydid 23. Oh, and I certainly hope you're enjoying the program.
What are you gonna do now, Miss Smarty Pants?
Of man's first disobedience in the fruit of that forbidden tree whose mortal taste brought death into the world and all our woe. What? Oh.
Buster was a runt. Couldn't even hunt. With the big dogs when they run. He just stay at home with his little bone. Buster never had much fun till one day he met a Hackawacha mama. Got into some chili by Mexican mama. Now he's on my supper since he had his supper. Buster, he's a hot dog now. Buster took a trip on a little ship. He ended up in Gay Perry. He went on a spree in the jewelry. He met a poodle named Fifi. She put him in a
that part on your ankles.
Oh, yeah.
Nowhere. We never even left the country. He got us lost.
Well, she spilled violet water all over my road map, bleached out the entire Midwest.
Found him parked down by the Nimrod River Dam.
Parked?
I ran out of gas.
Oh, he couldn't get it started.
Well, if I coulda, I woulda, so I could dump Sarah Bernhardt off right here.
Well, you're no Valentino.
Well, you're no Vilma Banky.
Friends.
Oh, Hazel, he's nothing like I thought. He doesn't give a fig about the things I adore. Emerson, Wordsworth, Longfellow. By the shores of Gitche Gumee, by the shining Big Sea water, stood the wigwam of Nokomis, daughter of the moon, Nokomis. Dark behind it rose the forest, dark the black and gloomy pine forest. Rose before the firs with cones upon them, bright before it beat the water. Beat the clear and sunny water. Beat the shining Big Sea water. Oh!
Oh, I've never seen her like this before. Well, almost never. You've got to do something.
Me? What?
Well, how about a ballad?
We are on the air.
I certainly hope you're enjoying the program, dear hearts. Ready to play some sheet music.
Here, Mr. Abbott, the song pluggers down at the furniture store have been pushing this one.
Why did you make me love you? As popularized by Miss Pansy Spry of Pomona, New York. But it's got 4 flats.
Like I always told my students, take a deep breath and pretend you're in Carnegie Hall.
I was content to drift along the gently rolling stream. I had my days, my carefree ways, meant all the world to me. Then you appeared, and as I feared, life caught up with me. And so that's why I'd like to try and solve this mystery. Why did you make me love you? Why did you make me stay? You locked me up like a naughty pup and threw the key away. Sure the stars above me stick in the Milky Way. Way up in the blue, what can I do? Oh, why did you make me love you?
Don't anyone mind about me. I'll just go up to the widow's walk and ponder my life as it moves through the evening shadows. I will scan the horizon for my Odysseus. Maybe he'll still come. He doesn't have to be a tenor. Oh,
Gladys, may I have this thing?
Sure as the stars above me stick in the Milky Way, I'm up in the blue, what can I do? Oh, why did you make me love you?
Anybody who sings that good can't be all bad.
I hate to admit it, Mr. Abbott, but that was lovely. Rarely in all my years of teaching music have I heard such pure, dulcet tones. And you've got a nice touch, too. What a waste.
Waste? Waste of what?
God-given talent, that's what. But go ahead, be a Hoover pup. Go down the back, slinking down the back alleys, obeying the man.
I've got a job to do.
but don't you see? It's got the soul of a poet. To squander it would be a crime. I, for one, should never forgive you.
I've got to see a man about a dog.
Oh, Mr. Abbott, please stay just a little while longer.
Gladys, let the man go. Can't you see he's got his career to consider? But there is one kind favor I would ask of you, Mr. Abbott.
What's that?
Just join us for one last number, for old time's sake.
Okay, but make it snappy. I've got to cable my district supervisor.
You know, you remind me more of my Grandpa Hunt every minute.
How's that?
Oh, he gets worked up about the queerest things. Now, Grandpa Hunt, he couldn't abide pets in the house. And Grandma Hunt had the cutest little Siamese named Tina. One cold, dark night, Grandpa wouldn't let Tina in the parlor. Grandma Hunt said, "How would you feel if you had to go spend the night out in the dark dead of winter?" So she locked him in the tool shed and wrote this song. It's been an Arkansas favorite ever since. Swamiji.
Bundle up, Cedar Ridge. We're going to the fridge at Peaks of Siberia. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're kittens in the snow. We've got no place to go. We came outside to play and lost our little way. Oh, won't you help us, please? Before our whiskers freeze, we're on our kitty knees. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. We're in this best oasis. Meow, meow, meow. Suddenly, we saw a great big bear without any hair. It was the abominable snowman. He said,
Whoa! I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make the kids a stew.
we're just chirring kittens without boots and without mittens. We're kittens in the snow. The hour is getting late. The beast is folding napkins. He set another plate for Mr. Frankenstein. They're talking about wine and wondering what kind goes with meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. We're in this SOS, meow, meow, meow. Suddenly,
sent him to the east, where he was rehabilitated by a kindly priest. And now he drives a bus, it's all because of us. We're kittens in the news. There's places we can go, and they're in all the magazines. And here's our news, the famous kittens in the snow.
Let me go this instant. Czars, Frankenstein's cats. I knew you was Reds. You untie me this instant.
Not until you promise to be a good little inspector.
I'll show you.
Oh, how's that cream cheese and olive, Mr. Abbott?
Oh, I'll get it! I'll get it!
Thanks, Gus.
Hello, WGAL. Mr. Hitchcock said Petunia just had 13 little piglets.
Well, it sounds like the price of pork futures is looking pretty good.
Look at all the mail. It's all wires and telegrams and things.
Oh, I've never seen so much mail. Why, here's one from Kalamazoo, Michigan. WGRL, you have the best live drama around. I'd love to listen to you all day long, but I've gotta go. The showboat is coming. Sincerely, Miss Edna Ferber.
Would you listen to this? It's from Nova Scotia. Dear WGAL, we've just picked up your station on the British and American band. We'd like 24 cases of Horehound Compound. Cordially yours, the Mackenzies of Gander.
I wonder how we got so far away.
Well, it's that clear, clean Arkansas air.
Oh no, it's divine will.
It's the Canadian government channel is what it is.
Girls, what have you done?
She did it. She did it.
We couldn't help it, Hazel. You were gone, and the knob, it just came off in my hand.
Oh.
Well, my case is complete. You ladies, this is the end for you. I'm going to. As soon as I get loose from Harpsies, I'm gonna. Don't you try to stop me. I'm armed.
That old thing full of cobwebs couldn't hurt a fly.
You mean?
You better stick around, son. There's chicken and dumplings for supper.
Oh, here's one from Los Angeles. Dear WGAL, I'm wild, simply wild about those swinging Swindle sisters. Signed, Smiling Billy Cafe and his California movie land syncopators.
Smiling Billy. Ooh.
I love his music.
Hold the fort. Did you say Swindle Sisters? Oh, it's all coming back to me now. Haymarket Square. It was a dark November day. An angry mob. Senator Lodge was trying to make a speech. And all of a sudden, handbags started flying. Then, a slew of suffering suffragettes stormed the soapbox. They tied up the senator with reaper's rope.
I thought you said it was clothesline.
Oh, how they taunted that venerable old gent. First, they put matches in his Oxfords. Then they lit him on fire. Then they took his top hat and they cut it up with painting shears and threw it in the lily pond right in front of him. I knew your mugs was familiar. You're the famous Blue Stockings.
Famous?
These old dames are suspected of sedition in 16 states.
Now, Mr. Abbott, you must consider Miss Mabel and Miss Asley's feelings. That's all behind them now. They are model citizens, pillars of the community. I was proud to give them refuge. Are these the faces of anarchy?
We'll let the Department of Commerce decide that. I'm afraid you ladies are in deep dirt. First, Mr. Hoover is going to order a grand investigation. First, he's going to seal the station. Then he's going to suspend your operation. And then he's going to assign your network to another frequency.
Mr. Abbott, I will never let that happen. I will go to Washington myself, and I will chain myself to the columns of the Department of Commerce. I will speak to old Rubberface himself, and I will dance on his desk.
How dare you talk that way about someone who may someday be President of the United States? Besides, Mr. Hoover's a very busy official. He doesn't have time to concern himself with the station of mere amateur status. That's my job, as soon as I get untied.
Amateur? More important things to do? Like what? Like building some silly old dam? Well, the next time you see Mr. Hoover, you can tell him something for me.
What's that?
You can tell him that Hazel Hunt said, a gal's got to do what a gal's got to do. She's got to be true to her friends. Why, she'd be old as Methuselah if she waited around for you men. She's got to manage somehow, some way, if she's gonna take care of her brood. Like a mama lion, she'll go on trying, because that's what a gal's got to do. A gal's gotta do what a gal's got to do. There's things that she ought to know, like when to speak out and when to be quiet, especially on radio. She's taught to be patient, forgiving, and sweet, and it pays to be humble too. Since Adam and Eve, she's been taught to believe that that's what a gal's got to do. Think of the shut-in whose only joy is a friend at the end of the dial, and the prisoner in the county jail, the radio gives him a smile. And the lonely housewife, how would she feel if our signal didn't come through? She'd lay in bed with a rag on her head. Is that all a gal's got to do? So let it ring from the top of the mountain, from the tip of the steeples and spires. The airwaves are free, they're not meant to be the pawn of political liars. Someone's gotta tell it, and I'm gonna spell it to the nation for me and for you. So apply it with grace, put some rouge on your face, 'cause that's what a gal's got to do. Oh yeah, 'cause that's what a gal's got to do. Oh yeah. So, Mr. Abbott, sick the hounds on us if you must. But just remember one thing. The only amateur in this parlor is you. Now come on, girls. We have a radio station to save.
Bushwhacked by a bunch of pony-spouting channel jumpers, luring me into their den and filling me up full of a cistified sap full of hair tonic.
Hello, WGAL.
Canoodling with my affections.
It's long distance from New York City.
New York City?
Claims he's a Mr. Sarnoff from the National Broadcasting Company?
Sarnoff, say it isn't so.
It seems that our signal has been interrupting his national network.
Ladies, it's not too late. I'll cable Mr. Hoover. I'll explain everything.
He says that they're airing a Trans-America radio broadcast tonight, live from the ballroom of the Waldorf Astoria.
Ooh, think of it! Waldorf salad, tons of it!
Justice will be served. You ladies will be wearing stripes and crushing rock till doomsday.
What's that, Mr. Sarnoff?
Hey, I might even get a promotion for this.
You say you'd love to have the Hazelnuts perform a few musical selections to close the program?
Well, I'm off to Washington. Don't you try to stop me.
And you say you're particularly impressed with our tenor, Mr. O.B. Abbott?
I never did like government work too much anyway. Ladies, my investigation is officially canceled.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sarnoff. We'll be ready.
Oh, Hazel, we only got...
Gird your lines, girls. We go on at 8.
But we're gonna sing.
2 minutes.
Well, we have to do the wedding of the flowers. I'm the bride. Oh, perhaps you'd like to be the groom.
Mabel gets so weary of it.
Swell.
Say, let's not forget Whispering Pines. It was Grandpa Hunt's favorite.
Whispering Pines. I love that song.
You do, dear boy. Well, that settles it. What do you say we induct him?
Induct him?
Yes. Why, it's cream in the can.
With that silvery voice.
Those pure, dulcet, pear-shaped tones.
And the biggest sort of Apollo I've ever seen.
You mean?
That's right, Mr. Abbott. You've got all the makings of a nut. A hazelnut, that is.
Me? A hazelnut?
That's right, Mr. Abbott. You're a real Filbert now.
Why, thank you, Miss Hunt.
Oh, you can call me Hazel. By the way, what does the OB stand for?
It's a long story.
Oh, Hazel, there's not a second to lose. Everybody get ready.
Quiet in the studio!
Heard all across America. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for a very special treat, we take you by telephonic hookup to the foothills of the Ozarks, where the crystal waters flow and the Razorbacks rule. Come in, radio gals.
Hello, everybody. I'm Hazel Hunt, and this is WGN in Cedar Ridge, Arkansas. Brought to you by Whorehound Compound. Now it's been improved. Once you have tried it, you will be moved. Sis curls her hair with it, Dad sews his stitches in it, Mom cleans the floor with it, Junior has adventures in it. Whorehound Compound is the stuff. From an old family recipe handed down from Grandpa Hunt. I can still see him up at Lake Kitchie-Coolidge with his Bible, a squeeze box, and a can of worms. Come along, children, he'd say. Let's leave this suffering world behind and go fish. There's a place I dream of by a green shoreline. There I long to wander 'neath the whispering pines. Echoes of the rude world vanish into space. I hear wedding bells. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here before 2 million radio fans to perform The Wedding of the Flowers, a floral fantasy from the fevered feathered quill of Miss Gladys Fritz. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, 3.
If you love the sunshine, if you love the moonshine, why, oh, why don't you love me? I wonder. If you love the flowers, every day for hours, why, oh, why don't you love me? Say you do, say you do, say you do.
I do.
What care I for Hollywood charms when you're in my arms? Pardon me, buttercup, if I interrupt. It could rain for hours. Who's afraid of showers? Long as I have you loving me.
He do.
She do.
Do do dee do.
I don't think I can bear leaving you, Hazel. We have gotten so close. Like Mary and Martha, Ruth and Naomi.
Sacco and Vanzetti. Gladys Fritz, you silly cabbage. It's only a radio tableau. Besides, we're all going with you on the honeymoon.
Oh, where to, Swami G?
Egypt. As we tread through the ancient valley of the Egyptians and queens, we suddenly come upon a mysterious royal door.
We enter Cleopatra's crypt. We pry open the granite lid to reveal the gold figure of the queen. A strange gilded serpent. It is coiled around her temples.
If only Cleo could speak, what would she say?
Get the snake off my head!
We accidentally knock our knees on the royal commode.
Ow!
And make a startling discovery. Ah! There, up on top, a piece of crumbling ancient Egyptian sheet music. What does it say?
Queenie, take me home! A foxtrot by Garland Glen and the Singing Pharaohs of Mobile, Alabama!
Queen Cleopatra and her royal crew were walking down the Nile, Egyptian star. Raised a balsam cake and a little bitty snake crawled out of the grass and sighed.
Queenie, take me home with you. Queenie, take me home with you. That little ass was her to yes. Queenie, take me home. Whoa! Hurry-up-up, 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 down.
She gave that snake a private room right next door to King Tut's tomb. She fed him grapes and barbecue.
And took him for a ride in her tutu.
She thought he was her friend. She thought he was her friend. But in the past, they took her and picked her in the end.
Queen Cleopatra and her cranky old ass were scooching on the couch when the queen cried, "Ouch!" Then their dirty little varmint slithered out of her garment. You could barely hear him say, "Queenie, take me home with you. Queenie, take me home with you." That little ass was her guest.
queen, all deflated and undone. Her train of royal courtesans disappears in the river mist, their arguing voices fading further and further away, until there is nothing left by the sphinx-like silence of the spheres.
Goodbye, Queenie.
Farewell, Asp.
And then verily, in the twinkling of an eye, we are back in Cedar Ridge, where the night is filled with music, and the little mischief that have deviled the day have packed up their tents and steal away. Good night to those in the east, good night to those in the west, and I certainly hope you enjoyed the program. Hello, WGAL. Mr. Sarnoff says the crowd at the Waldorf is hooting and hollering for more.
Where to, Swami G? Hawaii! Woo! Chugga-lugga,